Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Roost's Backyard Chickens. Here at Roost's Backyard Chickens, hey, we teach you how to raise chickens in your backyard, your farm, your homestead, however you do it. We do it the most cheapest, cost efficient way. And hey, I'm still learning, so hopefully I can teach you as well. Come along, join along my chicken journey today here at Roost. All right, guys. So this is my run. Um, I decided today I'm going to do some spring cleaning. Well, not spring cleaning, fall cleaning. As you guys know, fall is slowly approaching, and I wanted to go ahead and clean out my coop. If you guys don't know, now you're going to know that in the winter time I do a deep litter or deep bedding method, right? What that simply means is all the manure and all the bedding and all the shavings, whatever I have on the floor, I'm not going to take out till the end of winter. With the manure, with the poop, decomposing and all that, it's going to create heat. It's going to be a natural heat insulation in the coop. So before I do that and add in the new bedding, I want to go ahead and get rid of all the old bedding. Of course, that's not from the bedding. That's from up here. It's kind of give you guys a before and after. This is my poop shelf. I've cleaned it off. As you guys can see, I still need to clean off that side. All my roosting bars are removable, so I can properly clean them, scrape them off, which I broke my tool, as you guys can see. Scrape them off and clean them out of all the bedding in my run. I just go out here and add it for more. I just add more bedding over here so it can kind of help with the mud or whatever when it rains or snow or whatever. These are all my removable roosting bars right here. I'm gonna show you guys here. This is the before, and I'm gonna show you guys the after when I add all the bedding and have it all cleaned up. So a little in between action. It's not clean by any means. I'm still gonna come in here. As you can see, cobwebs on the side. I'm gonna come in here with a leaf blower, and I'm gonna blow it out. It's gonna be dusty. There's a lot of particles going everywhere. Yeah, just make sure you guys have some kind of like face mask. Of course, I got my gloves, you know, protective gear and whatever, because you're gonna see a lot of dust and everything blowing everywhere. Took all the chickens from down there, all the chicks and their moms and all that stuff. I'm gonna be removing all the nesting boxes. Well, not the nesting boxes, the pads. And on both sides, I'm gonna come. I let everybody out there. I'm gonna close this door. So when I start blowing, well, yeah. So when I start blowing, they can kind of be outside. So we'll see. Got everybody outside, including all the baby chicks and all the little chicks out there. So yeah, we'll see. Show you guys it after we're done. So a lot of these stuffs, when it comes to the hay that I use, you know, they're clumped up. I'm not gonna be breaking these down. I'm just gonna leave them in a pile, kind of spread them out a little bit. The chickens, when they come in here, they'll be breaking it down. As you can see, all the nesting boxes clean. This is after. Got the barn lime down. You can use first Saturday lime. Got it down on the poop shelf. It helps with the odor. It helps with pests. Helps with mites. Everything that chickens would have that disturb chickens, it helps. And like I said, it helps with the odor. So it's right on the poop shelf. I gotta put my roosting bars back up, but it's right under the poop shelf. So every time they poop, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna kind of do like what cat litter or something do. It's gonna dry up the poop anyways, but it's gonna keep the smell down. If you guys could just smell the hay and the barn lime, it's Smells great. So I'm gonna go ahead. Just wanted to give you guys a quick look. I gotta replace the nesting boxes, all their bedding and stuff. I washed them out. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look on it. Of course, I gotta put back the little baby chicks in there with their mom. All right, quick tour. Let my chickens in, set all the nesting boxes down, all the nesting pads. So we have 2 coming in to lay. Of course, the bedding, let them scratch it around. Got all the roosting bars up. I washed them as best as possible. As you guys can see, cleaned off the poop, sprayed them down. Got the barn lime. I leave this little piece here. I built this when I had it down there in the brooder. But I just leave it here for the chickens that are not high up on the pecking order. As you can see the baby chicks hanging out over there. That's because the big chicks has come home now. I had them free ranging earlier. Got all the chickens over there. All the baby chicks with their moms back in. Let me show you outside the coop. And this is out in a run. Of course, I gotta put that back. But like I said, a lot of them came home and start feeding. There you go, your boy over there, Rooster Mike. Welcome back to Roost. I got my feed trough set up, of course my water troughs. We're gonna go ahead and let these ones out. My automatic timer is on a timer, but because I'm out here earlier, I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Rooster Mike stepping out. Yeah. So now, you guys can see it even clearly now, where the naked necks, the baby chicks, the grown chickens are all mixed in. They're all mixed in, they're all acclimated, so you know the acclimated process went well. Swing over to this side. There's another naked neck there. There's another baby chick right there. There's another one that just popped in. Over here, have one baby chick with the bigger ones. So they're all mixed in. All my baby chicks, all my teenage chickens, all my grown chickens are in one big flock over here at my main coop. Let's check inside. Let's see what we got inside. So this is the day after I put down the Saturday lime. Well, I put the barn lime. You can put Saturday lime like I said. You see how the poop just sits on it and it kind of dries it up. So that's the angle that we're going for. The bedding has been spread out. They spread that thing out. But yeah. I got little chicks down there. Freddy's coming out pretty. So that one chick that I was having problems with, I ended up putting like a little ladder for them to climb up. But that one chick that I was having problems with that got trampled by the others, I end up deciding to put it down because it had a hard time walking. So I decided that it might just be best to put it down instead of having it suffer. I don't have the time like that to like open up the nesting boxes over here. Yeah, I don't have the time to constantly keep an eye on the chick, constantly keep an eye and make sure that it recovers. So I just had to this patch of them real quick. Yeah, when it comes to chickens, there's always, there's always that extra stuff you have to deal with, right? When it comes to loss of chickens and chicks and stuff, there's always that extra that, as a chicken keeping person in any walks of life, as long as you keep chickens, there's always that percentage that you are going to lose some. But I have stopped. Yeah, I've stopped doing that. I did personally. I did not want him. I mean, I didn't want that baby chick to suffer, or they still come in expecting me to feed them. Stop bringing feed inside the coop because I actually want them to come out, and they've been picking up on it and coming out. So of course you guys know that I am gonna have a barrier because every time I come up, they push up against it anyways. That's just so I can open the door and kind of keep the chicks and the chickens at bay. But let's go here. You guys can see, got my egg trusty. That's, as you guys can see, I have my trusty egg collection. This was simply a metal pail, and I have added padding in there to keep my eggs protected. So of course, the baby chicks notice that the bigger ones ain't paying attention, so they come right in and try to get some feed. Of course, there's still some kind of pecking going on. Some chickens just naturally do it. Like I said, it's part of the pecking order. But yeah, everybody spread it out. Let's see what we got for eggs. There go your boy, Rooster Mike. Rooster Mike hanging out with a crowd. Got everybody eating over there. Got everybody just circle around my feet, especially the younger ones. So look here. I have dug a hole in the bedding. As you guys know, I spoke about having a deep bedding method for this upcoming winter. See how deep that is? They dug all the way to the bottom. This is going to keep them warm in the winter. And of course, with this galvanized, well, not galvanized, this plastic roofing, it's going to absorb the heat. I come in here on a regular day and it's hot. So we're going to go ahead and collect eggs. It's not going to be a great egg haul, but it's going to be a good one. Chickens, by nature, they go up and they go down when it comes to eggs. Yeah, with chickens, by nature, they go up and they go down when it comes to eggs. So some days might be great, some days might not. If you raise chickens to sell eggs, or you raise chickens to feed your family, you're always going to be fed. But if you raise chicken to sell eggs, you might want more than 30 hens. So as you guys can already tell, there's 3 eggs right here. These nesting boxes are empty. So 3. All of the nesting boxes on that side is empty. All these ones, the exterior nesting box that I can access from outside are empty but one. And I think we have, let me show you guys, two in there. So that's gonna be five in total. So five eggs. It's five eggs for today. So as you guys can tell, for the people that are just tuning in and just starting to like, subscribe, or even watch this channel, all my chickens are now officially mixed in. Yeah, all my chickens are now officially mixed in. So we got chicks, teenage chicks, of course, grown rooster, grown hens, all mixed in. I don't know why they're up here trying to get away from the other ones down there.